Welcome to the details. Many thanks for staying with me. In less than an hour, the Black Stars of Ghana will be locking horns with their Guinea-Bissau counterparts in what is expected to be a do-or-die affair. Well, the slightest slip will end the Stars' quest to end the 37-year-long trophy drought with a fifth AFCON Cup. Win for the Stars today will mean that the senior national team will progress to the next stage of the competition. Here is a report compiled by Henry Kwesi on the journeys of the Black Stars so far.
The journey so far has been full of pain and anguish for many fans. The Black Stars surprisingly have failed to win after 2 games at the group stage. The disappointment of Ghanaians soared after the goalless draw last week with the indomitable Lions of Cameroon.
I'm just praying they go on, play very, very well, because the recent ones wasn't really good. Kind of like they just went there to play or something. My hope for them, it has become too small, because the way I had morale for them, it has really reduced, seriously. Coach
Kwesi, however, described the performance as satisfactory and an improvement on the team's opening game against Benin. The Black Stars of Ghana will lock horns with the Jerters of Guinea-Bissau in a make-or-break game. The outcome will either send the Stars packing or book their place at the next stage of the tournament. The struggling Guinea-Bissau team is also yet to win a match at this year's AFCON. Ghanaians back home are however optimistic of a win.
We're expecting the best from them too, because the only thing we need to do for them is to show them love and then support. You shouldn't discourage them. When you do that, you are bringing down their spirit.
We will definitely win. I'm very confident about that they are going to qualify. At least 2-0 will do. I'm predicting the day you will score a goal, and then maybe Kojo Samoa or Thomas Partey will also score.
Ghana and Guinea-Bissau's match is the determination for us to know whether we'll make it to the next level or not. So it's a win match. Whatever it is, we expect Blaster to make a good use of tomorrow's match and then make a good goals for us to be able to make it to the 18th or whatever it is.
The way they played the last game, I think actually they're going to make a win tomorrow.
Expecting 2 goals from the DIU and the brother.
I know Ghana will play well. If you will score about 2 goals, it shall be okay for us.
I expect Ghana to win to qualify to the next stage.
Winger Christian Atsu is a major doubt for the game. This was revealed at the pre-match media engagement.
Japan has returned to training to join the group. Christian Atsu, coach, has indicated, he did say so during the pre-match, that Christian Atsu would not be available for selection in our game against Guinea-Bissau.
A second-place finish for the Black Stars will set up an epic clash with rivals Nigeria. But in the case Ghana draws with Guinea-Bissau, the Black Stars will face Morocco or Egypt. In Ghana's last triumph at the 1982 edition of the Africa Cup of Nations, the team drew in its first 2 games and went on to lift the trophy. Coincidentally, the second game was a scoreless draw with Cameroon. Just maybe, history might be repeating itself. Henry Kwesi Bedu's report for JoyNews.
Ghana all the way. Hey, Ghana, say yeah! Ghana, say yeah!
Well, let's go to the grounds where AFCON representative for us, Benedict Owusu, has been on standby. He's been talking to some people. Let's go there now.
Coach Kwesi has named his team. Kwabena Owusu is starting. So we are just some few hours from kickoff, the game between Ghana and Guinea-Bissau. That's a third group game in Group F. This time, not in Ismailia, but it's happening here in Suez. Well, as you can see, I've got some Egyptians around me. Some of my Ghanaian colleagues will join me, and we'll see how it will go in terms of what to expect later this evening in the game. Some few hours to go, 2 hours from now, the big kickoff will be at the stadium. There is a Suez Stadium, 27,000 capacity, and I've got some few Egyptian fans here, journalists.
From Ghana. I am from Ghana. Viva Ghana. I am from Ghana.
Right? How many goals?
I love Harrison Fall. I am from Tunisia, and I support Ghana after Tunisia. Okay, so I hope that Ghana will win this night.
All right, okay, that's awesome. So your prediction? Oh, anything. So what can you say? Anything?
Vive Ghana, vive Ghana, vive Ghana. 2-0.
Of course, so Ghana is winning by 2-0, as you've heard from some of them. Of course, we'll try and interact with some of our colleagues, journalists here, as we build up to the game. Kobe Jones is here with me and he's joining me. Kobe, thanks. Kobe Jones is joining me in terms of looking at what we expect in this evening's game. Kobe, I mean, Coach Kwesi Appiah has named his team. Kwabena Owusu is starting, Samuel Owusu is starting. Your anticipation?
I think looking at the injuries in camp, that is the best we can have today. You need players who will be mobile, who will be swift, and of course, we've seen Kwabena Owusu when he came in as a sub in our game against Cameroon. We've already seen Samuel Owusu. He has some depth touches, and I believe that will be to our advantage. And it will be a game that will go in for goals because we have nothing to protect. We need to score, we need to win. So certainly we have to get goals, and you need these boys to run 90 minutes, and I believe that is why Coach Kwesi Appiah is coming in with the status. I mean, if we look at the up front, you have Samuel Owusu, you have Kwabena Owusu, you have Jordan Ayew, you have Andre Ayew playing behind them. So Andre Ayew will feed them with the experience. Jordan Ayew, of course, clinical, can score because he scored in our first game, though he wasn't able to score in our last game. But I believe that if getting the support from Samuel Owusu and Kwabena Owusu, I know him, very fantastic player, very good one, and I believe that they will do the work for us. It will be an interesting game. But
all right. So in terms of prediction, how many goals are we scoring?
I think we should get more than 2 goals in this game. I mean, that will announce our presence in the competition, because so far people are a bit skeptical about our performances, and of course, if we're able to, win convincingly, that will give us an edge going and give us a psychological boost going into the next game, and I think it's key. So we need to aim and win well, resounding victory, so that will boost the confidence of the boys, boost the confidence, and of course anybody meeting us will know that they are meeting a good side.
Thank you very much. So that was Kobe Jones. Bright Kankambodu of Inshira FM will join me pretty shortly. So Bright will also come. So we take a look at the starting lineup in the game as well. Bright, are you okay with the starting lineup, from Coach Kwesi Appiah?
Well, I don't think we have too many choices considering the injuries in camp. It's quite unfortunate we are getting those injuries at this particular time when we need the goals and we need a win badly. Joseph Edu, we understand, played very well when they went for the training camp in Dubai. It was quite surprising why he did not start even in the 2 other games that we played. So let's hope that he will live up to the task. We know Kwabena Owusu was very promising in that game against Cameroon. We are hoping that he'll start to give us the goals. In fact, what we need to do is to score. I mean, in fact, to win the game. Because at this very moment, you realize that some of these teams like Guinea-Bissau, you cannot really, play them down, because you will think that they are not one of those powerhouses in football, so you will think you will run over them. But we have seen in this competition, especially with that game between Madagascar and Nigeria, that some of these young sides, some of these minnows, to put it, you cannot write them off. So I think Ghana should put our hearts together and win this game.
We are just some few hours away from kickoff. What do you make of our game going?
The coach, that is the technical team, they got to step up. The players also got to step up. You understand? They have to show that really we are in for the tournament and we are in for the cup. You understand? 37 years now, we've not been able to win it. So, they've got to step up. They've got to show that this is Black Stars and they are up to the task. You understand? Because we can't keep on drawing. When you draw in a tournament, what are you going to get? Nothing. You are just going to be kicked out of the tournament. So we have to make sure that we win this game so that we can move forward and win the tournament as we want to win the tournament. We can't keep on drawing the matches. That's not right. So they got to step up. Coach Kwesi Appiah has to step up his tactics. The players also have to show that they are sacrificing for Ghana, and they have to step up so that we can win this game.
One time. So that's Fireman. Earlier you saw the Black Stars team, their entry to the stadium, but Abate is also here. Bro,
yeah, Charlie.
Bro, how is it going this afternoon?
Well, very good. Just as you can see, we are here for the big match. That is Ghana's last group match against Guinea-Bissau. So, but the expectations are so high. Yeah.
in terms of scoreline? What do you expect?
Well, I should say that we should score a good number of goals. We're looking at getting 3 goals in our bag and probably move on to meet Nigeria or whoever that we intend to meet. But as it stands now, there's nothing that we need but just a win. We don't need a draw. We don't need anything. We need just a win in this game. It's an all-important game. And for that matter, all Ghanaians are expecting so much from us. You know, we came all the way from Ghana. Coach Kwesiapia is doing his best, but his best is not enough. But we pray that today we'll change the story. So here in Suez Sports Stadium, we are here to change the narratives.
Okay, so according to Abate, we are here to change the narrative. Okay, so that's what we also will say. As you keep watching us, just pray for the team and see how it goes. Benedict is reporting live from Suez Stadium.
As Benedict there joining us all the way from Egypt, we will soon go to social media. Go on social media to get you some of your comment and your message. But before then, Coach Joseph G. Graft also joins us on the line to share his thoughts quickly before we move on. Hello, Coach.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for your time. Well, this looks like a make or break for us in this tournament. But then we also have a history of taking our opponents for granted, especially when they don't have the name, so to speak. What do you see from where you are?
This doesn't look like a make or break. It is a make or break.
Okay.
It is definitely a make or break. So I heard somebody saying a draw would put us against somebody. No. A draw makes 3 points, and 3 points is looking like we've got other teams. Remember, third place can go through. So a draw will only give us the best of third place. I make it.
I guess the point that people make when they talk about not wanting a draw is that we've not really made a lot of goals in this tournament so far. And so if we need to make a statement as loud as possible, then we really need to score some goals, you know.
We cannot draw. We cannot draw. There's some goals have got to be scored, and the match has got to be won. Full stop. There's no two ways about it. For me, the Cameroon game, it was Black Stars match. We were poor up to the 77th minute when Asamoah came on. Then all of a sudden, Black Stars started playing like Black Stars should play. Wow, I thought, whoa, who breathed some life into the Black Stars? I was shocked. So that should have been an indicator to the coach as to exactly how to run this next game, this must-win game. But I'm sorry to say, I don't, from the max lineup, I don't see that he's followed that at all. Not good.
So have you seen the lineup of players who will be playing today? If you have, and I believe you have.
I've got it right in front of me here.
Okay, so tell us about it. Does it look to you like a winning team?
Possible winning team, but I wouldn't have put out this team. For me, John Boy shouldn't have come back in. I prefer Jonathan to John Boy personally. Statistically, purely on the coaching side and applying stats to John Boy's performances, I think that he should have started with Jonathan and see how that goes. The Mubarak and Thomas Partey partnership for me in the middle is not working. It's not working. A lot of the problems that the defense is having is basically caused from the midfield. The midfield is like a water going through a sieve, you know?
Okay.
So they end up allowing the defense to be put under pressure. Last game, we were saved by the terrific save by the goalkeeper. Yeah, he's had a fantastic tournament, the goalkeeper. For me, he's the player of the tournament so far for the Black Stars. Yeah, he's been brilliant.
Well, let's go on social media, find out what people are saying, and then I'll take your thoughts from that, and then we'll call it a wrap. So on Facebook, we talked to people about the fact that John Boy is returning to the starting 11. We're asking them about what they make or the lineup for this afternoon's game against Guinea-Bissau, and we show them the lineup. So let's hear some of the thoughts that you have been sharing with us. Azongo Simon says, we wish them all the best. Okay, no long talk for you, I guess. Al-Hassan said, all the best to the team. Well, Idrisu says, John Boy spoil a rather nice lineup. Playing 10-11 is better than having John Boy in your lineup. Well, that's not really fair. I mean, it kind of corroborates the point you make.
The guy is being truthful. The guy
well, but the guy deserves a chance. I mean, doesn't he?
No, there's no chance. There's no deserving chances when you're playing for national team.
Well, he's the one who attracted a red card, so perhaps it's the chance for him to, really.
It's not just a red card. If I look at the statistics of John Boy's game, I'll put Jonathan Mensah in.
Right.
I work purely, nothing personal, purely on statistics.
Oh, okay, all right. So Destiny Charles says, I know from the first game a lot of people are disappointed in John Boy, but trust me, this guy has saved us more times, and we all can bear that's not the style. That's not the way. I mean, I think you're trying to say that's not his style of play, and then you wish them luck. So that's the point I was making. JoyNews, no, we definitely don't want John Boy to be insulted, not at all. Destiny Kwabena Ebo says, John Boy again. Phil Ikela Adam says, what at all has Asamoah done to this coach? So, Akufo-Addo want to intervene. Well,
I agree with that as well.
So you're wondering why Asamoah Gyan is not on the list?
Asamoah Gyan, right, for me as a coach, you put Asamoah Gyan in to disrupt defenses. At the moment, we have not managed to disrupt defenses. As soon as Asamoah Gyan gets on the pitch, the team will basically put one or two extra people back. When Asamoah Gyan was not on the pitch against Cameroon, the Cameroonians played with 2, possibly 3 defenders. That was it. And all the other defenders were pressuring the Black Stars in the midfield and up front. And that's why Mubarak and Wakaso and Thomas were struggling, because they were outnumbered in the midfield, because defenders who were basically not required in the defense were coming into the midfield. As soon as Asamoah Gyan came on, they pulled 5 defenders back. That pressure was off. Wakaso and Thomas Partey then started to play football. So, whoa, now you're playing, guys.
And we should have done that a long time ago. You say, let's take the last batch of questions, and then I'll wrap up with you. Yen says, Jan is not in again. We're gonna collect again. Oh, my bet. Okay. Brad Kwame says, why this Andre Ayew cry? Well, he's a captain, isn't he? Nelson says, what is this John Boy still doing there? Okay, no, we're not tolerating insults, so please cut that out. Samson says, John Boy, oh God, why? Like, why cry? Oh, why? Okay.
So do your stats from John Boy right now.
Jacob, but the coach, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, the coach has a final say. The coach has seen the way they played, the way they trained, and he thinks that he qualifies to be in at this point, don't you?
Oh, totally correct. We have to respect the coach, but we have our points of view. And that must be allowed,
exactly.
As I agree with you, there shouldn't be insults, but points of view must be allowed.
Okay,
and
well, this is interesting. This conversation is getting interesting. Unfortunately, I have to wrap up, and I do so with a few more messages. Jonathan is doing good at that position. Okay, some good thoughts for him there. Magdan says, why is he still refusing to play 4-4-2? The coach is refusing to learn. Amos Jemison says the coach and the technical teams are all bogus. Big Sam T, we're hoping they do something better. Otherwise, Indomie box crowd, we no go carry come GH. Finally, I take your final thoughts, and let me just take this final message. Ebenezer Elom says, this coach why bench Asamoah Gyan when experience counts so much in these kinds of tournaments? And Kwadwo Asamoah is also benched, whilst wasteful Wakaso Mubarak is. Why do you call somebody wasteful? I mean, let's support the guy. So, Coach, let me take your final words. I mean, we're staying positive for the boys, right?
Stay positive, but with a big but. I would have put Jonathan Mensah in instead of John Boy, and I would have played Dede Ayew, but put Asamoah Gyan ahead. With Jordan, and then put Dede Ayew behind them, and play with 3 in the midfield. Wakaso can play left.
Right.
He plays very well left. And Thomas is a central player. At the moment, they're clashing in the midfield. One is supposed to cover the other, and one is supposed to be an attacker who joins the attack. But none of them have. At the moment, they're both playing sitting midfielders number sixes, and they're not helped, and that's why Jordan is isolated and is struggling, being kicked in the heels and so forth.
Well, unfortunately, at this point, there isn't much we can do but to wait and cross our fingers and hope that they do well.
Okay.
Really, there isn't much we can do but talk.
There isn't. All we do, we're just discussing it at the moment. We're not selecting the team, so we're just putting our points of view.
True.
And when you put your points of view before the game, then after the game, some of us may say, "I told you so."
Exactly, I get you.
That's right.
I get you, but hopefully in this case there won't be any "I told you so." We'll just be, we'll be so excited we'll forget that we told them so.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you very much, Coach Digrafts there. Coach Joseph Digrafts there with his perspective. He thinks that Asamoah by all means should have been on this lineup. He thinks that John Boy should be sitting down on the bench, but like I said, the coach has taken his decision. Let's see how it goes. We're wishing them all the very, very, very best. It's at 4 p.m. This evening. And like I said, there will be live commentary on all our radio platforms. You want to stick glued to it and listen, see how it goes.